Yeah, rise up, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, kings and queens, friends, frenemies, and you agents. It's Brother Marley. This is the Gambi One channel, and this is the Gambier. Outside Jaden's, of course. Lots of things have been going on. Excuse me. Lots of things have been going on. So you know we had that introduction I used to have. Remember that introduction with the music? This introduction, watch. As you can see from that introduction, there was one part where I had me doing some work with a table saw, table rotary saw, because your boy Brother Marley is pretty good with his hands. I'm a bit of a handyman, as well as a wizard behind the cooker. As well as a YouTube influencer, as well as a social media darling. No, that's not true. There's a few things I can do. Many things I cannot do, there's a few things I can do. So, it got me thinking as to, what's going to be next for me. So what I decided to do was to pivot from this, where's Jaden's? Pivot from this, and I'm doing this, look, there's a house there, look, it's a house. Yes, we've been busy. So, since we last spoke, a lot of things have been going on. So, Jaden's, as I say, is no longer around, it's no longer available. It's no longer a ongoing concern. I just found that there was a lot of politics that was getting involved in that business, to the point where I was just like, it wasn't even viable staying open. It wasn't even worthwhile staying open. So now what I'm doing is I've started a business called the Gambian Expat Caretaker Services. So basically, all the little jobs around your house that you need doing, let's say for example, if you needed some window blinds put up, or some curtains, or some shelves, then you can call me and I'll take care of it. So I started about 6-7 days ago I started. And in that 6-7 days, I've done 24 curtain rods. I've done 18 blinds. I've washed windows. I've fixed I've changed the car tire. I've done a manner of things, all manner of things. Right now, I'll show you what I'm doing right here. So yeah, we're working to fix up all the corners of the house because they've taken most of the battering from the previous rain seasons over the last few years. And the house is really starting to show worse for wear. So we're making sure they're all done nice and straight and carefully and well done and bonded, so that the house can be watertight from the roof all the way down. And we've also made sure that the paintwork we use has a mixture that makes sure that the paint can withstand the rain season as well. But I'm not finished. There's so much more I want to do. Things that we can add to these services. So keep watching, there's more to come. All right, so we're back again now. As you can see, I've got a different shirt on now. It's been a couple of days since I had last done a video here. So I want to give you a little update. So we've had the painter come in, and so he's been making the place look nice, as it were. Remember I showed you before that corner where the man was plastering the corner of the building? Well, this is that corner now. Let me show you. Hold on. There it is, good as new. So the walls are looking much nicer. The plants don't have a whole bunch of paint on them. There's the other corner I took a picture of. You can see here we haven't done the back yet. So there's the back. That's what it looks like at the moment. And we're going to do the back next. So yeah, job is looking good. So we've done the two sides first. This side here and the opposite side. You know, they've got the most wall space. And now we're doing the front today. The front is looking a lot nicer. If you remember, it was just this corner here I took a picture of as well. I had a guy there doing a bit of work, and there was the solar panels that I showed you. So yeah, we're mad at it. We're getting it all done, getting it all taken care of. Customer is still happy with the progress and the speed and the quality of the work. We haven't got paint falling on the tiles or anything like that. We're watching it all very carefully. Okay, so we have two dogs here. This one is called Bitch, and this one is called Bastard. Bitch and Bastard, the two dogs. They were kind of, I don't think they liked me when I first came, but they seem to have calmed down. They kind of got used to me. I was at another place. This just had a massive dog. Massive. So she's like, are you scared of dogs? I was like, not particularly. So she brought out this huge dragon-looking thing and tried to convince me it's his dog. I said, oh, okay, so what's his name? She said, Natters. I was like, Natters? Yeah, it's Satan spelled backwards. I was like, oh, okay. So that's what I'm dealing with. That's what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with dogs and human beings. But what we are doing for sure, is getting a nice, complete job, good quality, all the way up to the top, all the way down to the bottom. Now, one thing I should tell you, this paint has been let me get my word right. This paint has been specially mixed, so it will withstand the rainy season as well. It's not just straight oil paint, no. It's been mixed with a few other things, so that you can withstand the rainy season. It's something that you will need to take into consideration, because at the first restaurant I had, Messiah's, we literally had to get the place painted every year. After every rainy season, I had to repaint it again. So I'd love to see what happens to this place after the rainy season, so I can show that to you. Gonna do my final thoughts like Jerry Springer style. Okay, so look, we've all got different journeys to take. Some are gonna travel over to Africa, some are gonna stay there in the West. For me, however, my journey here has not been as I expected it to be at all, not even a little bit, not at all. But I'm trusting in the process. You see, I can see how in this part of the world is a lot more spiritual than over in southeast London. You know, everything I'm taught over in the UK has been, well, when you calculate the odds, then you can decide as to what journey you're going to take. You can have an idea of how successful you're going to be by looking at what grade you got in university, which will be decided by what grade you got in college, which will be decided by what grade you got in school. So everything is a calculated decision. Here there is choice, and there is faith in the things unseen, both the things seen and the things unseen. And the journey I've had here has not been how I thought it was going to be at all. You know, I thought that I was going to be in the restaurant space for, I don't know, until I stop working, I guess. I don't think I'll be transitioning again at this late stage of my life. And even though it's been like that, I've trusted the process, I've trusted the ancestors, I've trusted what I've seen and also the things I haven't seen. And that's allowed me to have a lot more in the way of quote unquote job satisfaction. There is no work-life balance here. You know, like how back in the day, a lot of the surnames was decided by the work people did. So if you're a blacksmith, for example, then your surname becomes Smith. I can't think of any more. Like if you're a fisherman, your surname becomes Fisher. Stuff like that, yeah? You kind of get your name based on what you do. There's no work-life balance here. Here, I'm getting to meet people, speak to them one-on-one at their homes, getting to fall in love with people. And I mean, like, there's a dude here, and up until like 4 days ago, he was somebody I knew, and now he's a brother that I love and respect. That's what I mean when I say fall in love. Please don't think, oh, he's confessing his love for the man who lives at the house. No, that's not what's going on. Yeah, it's been a wonderful exchange, a wonderful kind of experience so far. And so, still, I invite you to come over. There is nothing that I can say or show you that will convince you to come over, or prepare you to come over. There's nothing I can say or show you that will prepare you to come over. You'll have to come over with the things that you've learned, the things that you know, the things that you've been taught over in the West, and then you'll have to like do something else. Learn something else. I don't know. Okay, so until next time, people. This is your brother Marley. This is the Gambi One channel, and I'm signing off. Peace.